Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Bishop Foley High School here on this Saturday afternoon. We just finished up the first game coverage of the Cranbrook Cranes taking on University Liggett from Grosse Pointe. Cranbrook coming away with a 1-0 win and winning the Cardinal Championship. And now here we are getting ready for game number 2, the Bishop Championship, as Marion taking on Regina here in this second game. I'm John Turner. Steve Best will be joining me here in just a few moments. Went down to get a cheeseburger. So step aside here while we have the prayer and national anthem.
Please remain standing as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the team for the Bishop Championship matchup. First from Regina, number 0. Oh, we'll wait for him to come on field. Sorry about that. And let's meet the players from Regina. Number 0, Lisa Street. Number 1, Sabrina Curiosa. Number 2, Jenna Moore. Number 3, Lillian Mason. Number 4, Leah Girdage. Number 5, Angelina Morcini. Number 7, Brooke Grabowski. Number 8, Maddie Porter. Number 9, Ava Janish. Number 10, Sabrina Soko. Number 11, Cora Kudowski. Number 12, Avery Mason. Number 13, Zoe Litz. Number 14, Nia Guess. Number 15, Maddie Palernick. Number 17, Sophia Slutowski. Number 18, Nia Molich-Tone. Number 19, Maddie Stefani. Number 20, Nia Giuliani. Number 21, Kate Boones. Number 22, Gianna Slutowski. Number 23, Avery Zadkiewicz. And your head coach, Stefano Morcini. And now let's meet today's home team. From Marion, number 1, Danny Mertz. Number 3, Lucy Kenna. Number 4, Abby Walton. Number 5, Ella Dorr. Number 6, Agatha Volka. Number 7, Anna Cloutiers. Number 8, Olivia Zana. Number 9, Sabrina Yalu. Number 10, Brooke Solkowski. Number 11, Nadia Blanca. Number 12, Katie Freeze. Number 13, Bella Musacchio. Number 14, Adrian Catu. Number 15, Caroline Flynn. Number 16, Claire Dower. Number 17, Madeline Major. Number 18, Lauren Hornick. Number 19, Lily Robinson. Number 20, Madeline Stinger. Number 21, Bella Sheena. Number 22, Emma Walton. Number 23, Juliana Arguso. And number 24, Charlie Beanham. Your head coach, Reed Friedrichs.
Just moments away here from the start of this second game here. Steve Best joining me here in just a moment. A whole new referee crew, a whole new team, the same stadium. We did not move, stayed the same place. Can't say the same thing for game number 3, Steve.
We will most certainly be on the move.
Yeah, we will. As you take a look here, their field side. As again, we're just moments away here from the start of this second game. As we'll take a look here now at the weather. Where it is, 54 degrees. They're saying wind gust is 17 miles an hour for this second game. I think they're saying wind gust will be the same in Flint here for our third game here tonight.
I'm not surprised in the least bit.
We will be inside, though, a nice, warm, and crispy press box.
Oh, that's good. I'm excited about that.
Who wouldn't be?
As we've got a good matchup here, though. John is Division two ranked number 2 in the state. Birmingham Marion faces off against Division 3 ranked number 8 Warren Regina. Two Catholic League powerhouses, two teams that have routinely made deep state runs, being able to win state titles. We talk about Marion and their success over the last decade or so. That's been just remarkable, John. And Reed Fredericks taking over this program in the last couple of years, still be able to maintain that level of success. Congratulations again to Reed on the side. I don't know if you noticed, but he was hired recently by Damon Rensing as assistant coach up at Michigan State University for the men's side, where Reed once played. So I personally look forward to seeing more of Reed in the fall. I'm sure he'll have plenty of things to yell at me and the crew about, as his coaches always do. But excited for that. But we're in for a treat tonight here in this second game.
Well, that we are, as we are underway here in this game number 2. As excited to bring you this game on this Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock. Well, it's actually 1:10, so we're about where we need to be.
Considering awards and stoppages in the first game, pretty good to be kicking off within 10 minutes of expected time here. So it looks like we have a fourth official who's shown up here down in the stands.
Oh.
Just glad they can all be here today.
I agree. I agree with you, and like I said, we are excited nonetheless. And Warren Regina comes in wearing the white kits with blue shorts, going right to left on your screen. Marion in the all blue with the nice yellowish orange trim, going left to right. This ball played out wide immediately, and that's going to be a corner. That was Caroline Flynn, the senior midfielder, who was chasing that one down and earns a corner for Marion, the first one of the game. Got a comment, see, that was a really good cheeseburger. The ball comes in. Tracked down by Alador in another corner. So we're just 2 minutes into this one, and already 2 corners here for Marion. And the Mustangs. Ball goes in, that back post. That was Dorr, and she's in that corner. Steve, I almost looked at that referee that showed up as actually the center referee. It's this ball just inside the 6, and it'll make its way.
I'm not sure what. I think you're right. I think.
Oh, nope, they're going to hand a flag, and he's going to become the assistant referee. We've seen just about everything on this network, Steve. Nope, they're going to call foul.
Yep, the referee who showed up is now our AR2. Quick kick taken by Marion. And the assistant that was over there will become our 4th official. So,
I'm not sure if the pay is the same. Is it all the same?
when in state playoffs, it is.
Yep.
And that's the only time they're usually 4th official. So I'm not sure how the Catholic League, divvies that out here for their championships. But sure, he's not too upset. He gets a comfy little chair over there. So
that's right.
As we saw in the first game.
I sat in those chairs. They're not that comfy, though. I just,
I mean, you get to be bundled up and sit down, so can't be that bad.
Ball go back. Here in the defensive third of the Mustangs. Coached by, as you mentioned, Reed Frederick, who just became an associate coach at Michigan State Spartans, his alma mater, who bleeds green and white.
Reed's been made his rounds. I first got to know Reed back when he was coaching at Churchill High School, and then done plenty of games when he was at Warren De La Salle as well, and plenty of club games with Vardar and such. So Reed's been a staple in the Metro Detroit soccer scene, coaching men's and women's soccer all across the area, and done a great job taking over the Marion program here, keeping that level of success up and their strive for continuous championships.
On the flip side, you've got Stefano Morosini,
Regina,
in charge of the satellite. Is it the satellites? Is that how you pronounce that? Yeah, I think it's satellites.
Yes, and Regina has been a perennial powerhouse as well. Consistently performing it at a high level, especially when it comes to state championship type runs and making runs in those state tournaments. So Regina, it's going to be a test here today for the Mustangs.
They actually do all their training and warming up tryouts at Premier Sports Center.
Yeah, we got our little preseason early look. Multiple days during some of those early sessions, they were training in this inside while we were working on podcasts and doing some of our shows. So it was good to see them training and hard in the off season. As there's a foul on Regina. Free kick coming again here for the Mustangs just inside the half as they look to play quick.
Babowski there for Regina. Almost poked away. By the Mustangs. Katu. This ball's played inside towards Keena. She puts this one back towards the 6. Back to Keena. And right back. And that's a save by Satellite's goalkeeper. We have that Strike. Alyssa Strike, the sophomore. Nobody apologizes. Number 1, Sabrina Kirzakoza, the junior goalkeeper. On the flip side for the Mustangs, it's Danny Mertz in goal. Steve, I will say it's a plus when we go to a press box that has windows that don't have like that weird thing in between the glass, the cloudiness. You can see right through. The things that you didn't think you'd ever want to know or need will be clear windows, but we're excited about it. We appreciate you stopping by here on this Saturday afternoon. This game 2 of the Catholic League Finals. Cranbrook Cranes winning the first one 1-0 over number 1 ranked in Division 4 Grosse Pointe University Liggett. Goal coming from Carola Gorlier, assisted by Anna Asamani in the 43rd minute. They win the Cardinal Championship. This is a shot. That's going to go in the back of the net. Adria Katu, the senior forward, gives the Marion Mustangs a 1-0 lead.
Great turn there from Adria Katu. She's able to just collect the ball, make a nice turn. Probably takes a quick peek, looking at the goalkeeper, know where she's at, gets the shot on frame, chips the goalkeeper, and gives the Mustangs a 1-0 lead.
That goal coming here in the 10th minute. It's a great turn and shot there from Katu, giving the Mustangs a 1-0 lead here with 30 to play in this first half.
One of the dangerous things about many of these Marion teams over the years is their ability to score in bunches, their ability to put a team down and out very quickly. You drop your head and they can score 2-3 goals in a matter of just a few minutes. Very talented bunch here that can score goals. And if you're Regina, you got to find a way to limit this attack, because if they can get 2 or 3 here in this first half, this game will be pretty much wrapped up.
Saved there by Kurzakoza. Door. Mustangs worked around that back line.
Good work defensively. You can see the shape of the back line from Marion, their movement, the way they position themselves, offering outlet passes, creating open spaces for their teammates. Sometimes just that little bit of extra movement can make it so much easier for your back line. You see there as the center back's already dropping back as she gets the ball to create a better outlet space. And that organization really helps the team progress, even if you struggle at times, just being in the right position can really help in that overall pace of the game. And the way that Coach Fredericks has his team set up, they're showing that strong defensive shape, and it's going to limit the chances for Regina throughout this match.
It was Zoe Litz on that shot towards Danny Mertz. Coming up here later tonight at 7:30, USLW matchup as Flint AFC taking on Detroit City SC. It's a rematch from a week ago, a 0-0 draw. Flint City SC coming in, they're 2-0-1, undefeated in their first 3 games. They finished last in last year's USLW Great Lakes Division.
Blocked and out of bounds here for throwing on the far side for Regina.
Ben Holden, Steve Bask, and Joanna Tuttle on the call here tonight. Pre-game coverage begins at 7:05. Game kickoff is at 7:30. You can watch it live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter from Atwood Stadium. There's Saccio. Shoulder to shoulder, and referee waves that one down. I give a shout out to Bishop Foley, been a great host here today. Came in for the win with the hot dogs right there, the first half of the first game. That was clutch.
Foul called here on Regina. Yes, John, the hot dogs were fantastic.
So were the cheeseburgers.
Yeah, I got one in between games. I have to agree. Best in the Catholic League. Challenges out there, but
we have not tried food at other Catholic League events,
well,
so far it is the best. It is.
We have what they said. It's hard to argue. It's pretty good.
Ball played in. I don't know if there's a lot of other Catholic leagues that actually have concession stands. To be fair, Catholic Central is one of them. Brother Rice, I've never had it there. Cranbrook, they play in that pitch, like grass pitch off in the back. It might have concession stand. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is good. Marion, they play at the same place, right there over there by Brother Rice. Would they compete with Athens and as the best in Oakland County?
Not gonna try to pit those two against each other, though.
Why not? I think we should. We need to start pitting them. We need to do like a concession stand, like food, like MSN network, like competition. Like have them all show up at one event and
concession stand check-in.
Yes, or something like that. Yeah, do something. And bring your best.
Maybe for the fall.
Yeah.
We'll get it in order. It's hard to beat some of the food over there at Troy Athens when you get.
Well, they got fountain pop too, right? I mean, it's not a lot of schools that have fountain pop.
Pulled pork, cheeseburger, ribs. It's hard to beat when they got the smoker out there right there on the field and the fresh smells. It's tough to referee there. Let me tell you, it can become very distracting.
I can only imagine. All bounces around inside the box.
Especially if it's like a state final or something,
Oh, my God, yeah, I know.
That was my first taste.
They pull the stop stop, man. They do everything.
That was my first taste of it, ever being reffing at Troy Athens was a state final game, and I was the assistant referee on that
Division I, 2014. It was Bloomfield Hills versus Ann Arbor Skyline. The game ended in a 1-0 game and of a controversial penalty shot.
It wasn't on my end of the field.
It was not. You were near side. I remember you caught a ball that game right over the back of your.
You remember so much. It's
I
like
do.
You were there.
I was there because I did the game after that between Flint Powers Catholic. And
giveaway there.
Oh, yeah. Play it back. She does. That's
good recovery there from number 15, Maddie Milnarek. She was able to recover. She was losing ground, but wisely knocks the ball back to her goalkeeper and gets out of trouble.
But no, you're spot on. I mean, Steve, it was your game didn't snow. My game I had snow.
Yeah,
so.
I remember getting off the field and it was cold. But I didn't think it was supposed to snow that day. And I do remember we got off the field and Justin Tatzik and Jeff Dornsafer and I got into our cars, and suddenly the snow began to fall, and
It did.
we were very happy to be getting out of there as the first game. We looked at John and said, "Good luck, man."
That was a good tackle. Oh, he's actually calling a foul. Wow, referee. You're seeing Stefano Morosini not happy as the referee is showing it was spikes. Well, if he's showing the spikes like that, you would as now he's kind of giving this look, got to be careful, you're the coach, but it would be a yellow card. You know, if you're saying the tackle was more of a spikes up one, wouldn't you be showing a yellow card there?
I mean, I think he could have just been saying that maybe she was just coming in dangerous, that her studs were exposed, and that it could have been like a dangerous type play, and that's the reason for the foul. That put herself in a dangerous position there. Is the referee's now going to go have a word with the coach, but he was right there on top of it, and I think maybe he just saw something that we didn't from up here, because it did look like it was a fairly clean tackle, but yeah, maybe he saw something that we didn't from this angle.
So for a long time in the high school game, it was a part of your tools or your tool belt, so to speak, that referees were responsible for showing the foul by some form of the approved signals from the NFHS. That is no longer the case. There are no longer mechanic or signals that are required from an official in the center of the field for a foul. Is that correct, Steve?
Yeah, it's something that still exists. Like the signals are there. It's definitely not as required as there should be a foul. But it can help. Still if you utilize or communication through the coaches, players to let them know what was being called. Yes, as John is now signaling dangerous play from inside the box with his arms out wide and flapping like a bird. Is that the juggler? I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's something, one of those things I got brought up in a time when you did signal for every foul of what it was, and it definitely helps.
Another hard collision, and you're seeing
now the foul is called there on Marion, and so yeah, sometimes it can help. And again, I'm not sure whether he had given a signal about what was called there in the middle of the park would have changed it or not. Obviously it looked like a clean tackle from everywhere else, but sometimes that explanation can help. So
I remember people always like, "What is that call? What is that?" Remember this?
Yep.
There's just so many different. I remember all the signals, right? Yeah. If someone was getting a hold, you had to, like the football holding sign.
Yep. 10 minutes or 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay second down. Safety.
If only we had a camera here today.
If only. It's probably best we don't.
Probably right. Still a lot of fruit in here.
Did some damage.
You did. Shout out to Jake Hernandez on audio today. Also on utilities. Sam Fisher up on camera. Sometimes he's to the side of us. Sometimes he's down below. So it's always good to say he's up above the press box.
Only one Turner here today.
Only one Turner, that's right.
Not quite the family affair that sometimes we do get.
It's true. A little less chaotic when there's only one Turner. A touch, and here comes Regina. Dower. So 20 minutes to go here in this first half, 0-0. Sorry, now 1-0 in favor of the Mustangs. I apologize, that 10-minute goal from Audrey Coutu. Cazares, the forward midfielder, sophomore for the Mustangs. That ball knocked away. Now throwing coming up here for the Mustangs and Elidor. This one put in the box. This ball played up, and Torbowski. Good clearance out of play there from Lily Robinson. It's a heads-up play for the freshman. Interesting, Steve. Now that I've put on my jacket, I am definitely warmer.
It's crazy how that happens.
I know, right?
Nothing to do with me closing the window.
That could be it, too. Easy there, Jake. He's just like light bulb me. I love it. I love it. So tonight there's 2 games going on here not in Metro, but in Michigan, Detroit, 2 Detroit City FC games. Women's side playing up in Flint, well, we'll be covering it, and then the men's side play at Keyworth this evening. See, do you know they're playing?
Playing the reigning champions, are they not?
I believe they are.
Not a good recipe for success with the way City has been playing recently. Struggling to find goals, and going to need an ultra performance tonight to find a way to come away victorious.
Would it be controversial to say it might be time for a new coach?
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
I don't think it's completely out of the realm to start having some of those conversations if you're Detroit City. But I think also the track record and the system and culture in which Trevor James has created there is also worth noting. I think. Oh,
this is Zandowicz.
I think if we're being fair, I think the team probably overachieved a little bit last year, and so sometimes to replicate those performances, and they've been in a lot of games. Last week they lost to the Rowdies 4-5-1, but outside of that, they've been in most games. It's just really struggling to find goals. Defensively, they've been good. So it's one of those things that sometimes does fall back on the players, and I don't think it's any fault to Trevor James, but sometimes at the end of the day, sometimes those decisions do ultimately fall at the manager's feet.
Well, this is the way that it happens in the Premier League, where a team, someone could win the Champions League one season, and 8 games in the next season they're gone. So I mean, a lot of times, and that's obviously a whole other level, but you look at it. Nate Steinwasser, arguably the best goalkeeper in USL Championship, at least there. He's week in, week out, he's making huge saves. Is he the next player that's going to make it to the MLS? Do you think he'll see it his way there?
All the respect in the world, and kudos to the performances that Nate has been putting in week out for the last several seasons. And definitely putting himself in that conversation for one of the best goalkeepers in the league. I just don't know if he'll ever get a shot beyond that. And not for anything against his hard work and the ability he has, but some of it due to size, some of it due to age, in which they're looking for the next player to be in the system for multiple years, and Nate's a little bit older, but he still has a lot of ability and potential to still be a solid contributor to a team. Just not sure if the MLS will ever be a path that comes calling, given a couple things. But like I said, arguably, one of, if not the best goalkeeper, in the USL, and he's proved that over the last 2 seasons. And really, the reason that Detroit City has been in most of the games they have this season has become because of the play of goalkeeper Nate Steinwasser.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, the reality is that when you're talking with scouts and talking with general managers and team owners about the type of player that they want, there are certain things that they look for, certain attributes. And when it comes to goalkeeping, the argument can always be someone could have the talent. And we've come across that quite a bit, Steve, in our time here. We see goalkeepers have all the talent in the world, but the one thing that they are judged upon are things that are completely out of their control, which is their size, age, all those types of things. So.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just, the presence that, a goalkeeper with a little more height or something like that can provide in the box or on crosses and those types of things. So, it's one of those things that.
So what is going on the other side? Did he stop the clock?
Yeah, just having a little word with both coaches to be done with whatever it is they were voicing their opinions about.
Well, it's. I've had a conversation with another goalkeeper friend of mine who, I watched the first summer we ever did this. I called his name quite a bit. And he plays now down in Atlanta. He's like, I want to play at the next level. How do I do it? I said, he's 5'10". I go, the reality is that there are a bunch of goalkeepers who are all taller than you who have equal amounts of talent. And if it's the reality is the scouts and coaches, they think that and not that it does, that size makes a difference. Because we've seen goalkeepers who are small play huge and have great,
and it's not to say that goalkeepers with a smaller stature still can't play. And
oh, look at this!
There's a break for Marion.
That's Flynn, and that's going to go out. But you're right though, Steve. I mean, but if you're talking about, hey, can a 6'3" goalkeeper do better than a 5'10" goalkeeper? I mean, the argument could be, well, it depends on the talent, but if you're a scout and they have both the exact same amount of talent, you're going to take the 6'3" goalkeeper. It's just how it's going to be.
When you're talking about flighted balls in, like this, corner kick coming here, reaching and extending for a ball, and sometimes just that little bit of extra length can really make the difference. Getting a fingertip on a ball, pushing it around the post, getting it to above the bar, and sometimes those things will matter. And again, it's not to say that goalkeepers at all sizes can't play, but when you're looking at the very highest level at MLS, sometimes those are the little determining factors that will find one guy in a position over another. And that's just unfortunately the way it goes.
You're spot on again, and I think a lot of the goalkeepers you're going to see in Premier League and these higher levels are going to be 6'4" plus. They're going to have a much bigger size, and it means that they might be able to get down to that ball that a 5'10" goalkeeper might not be able to get to, and that's not always the case because reflexes and instinct and experience sometimes can outweigh your size and how big you are. But it's one of those things that makes coaches reassurances. It's almost like in the quarterback position in the NFL, right? Smaller quarterbacks, there's just not a lot of them out there that are in the league. You're typically seeing 6'3" plus quarterbacks, bigger in size, who can see over the pocket. And that's one of the reasons why they thought Russell Wilson wasn't going to be very good because of how small he was. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was said he was too small. One of the reasons why he wasn't going to be, he didn't play Division I college to start off his career.
He didn't?
Nope. He played in a community college to start off his career, I believe.
Oh.
Like some kind of like a Division II or Division III school, and then transfers away. But now I'm talking about football, and this is the other football so maybe I'm wrong. I have to maybe you can Google that. I think I'm right though. I'm pretty sure he played community college to start off his college career.
He might have.
So
I knew he ended up at Cal, but I don't know where he ended up beforehand.
This ball will come in, go back post, and just past Claire Dower. Are you Googling it?
Heck yeah.
Okay, cool, because that way you can tell me I'm wrong, and then it can be mentioned.
No, he went to Butte College.
Yeah, Butte. What's Butte? What is that?
It's in California.
Okay.
Community college.
Okay, all right.
So there you go.
All right. I know my stuff. Fair enough.
Look at you.
I Googled this morning. I knew this was going to come up during our broadcast.
I'm sure you did. Yeah, I'm sure you did.
We just lost half our viewers, though, because we're talking about football. Back to soccer. It's a 1-0 game here on this Saturday afternoon. We're here in the Bishop Championship in the Catholic League Finals. This is game number 2 this afternoon. The first one, Cranbrook Cranes, University Liggett. Cranes won 1-0 to win the Cardinal Championship over the number 1 ranked Division IV school in the state. And a goal in the 10th minute from Audrey Coutu gave the Mustangs a 1-0 lead as we're nearing the 9 minutes remaining here in half number 1. So a free kick here. 58 1/3 yards from goal. Ball kind of pops up. Top of the 18 and now cleared up towards midfield. Good touch by Masuccio. Ooh, that hit the hand. Oh, that almost had an advantage there for Masuccio and the Mustangs, but a free kick coming up here. 40 yards from goal.
Another dangerous set piece here for the Mustangs. A little farther from goal, but not too far for them to be dangerous. We've seen that throughout the match.
Lily Robinson taking this kick, puts us one in towards Kirzakoza. Should come up with it. Satellites. A ball poked away. Good defensive play from Flynn. One back by the Satellites. Zanow. Zelkowski out wide. That's Flynn on the ball. Cleared away by Morosini, junior defender.
A Mustang throw here on the far side.
Cleared away. Guest loses it and knocked away. It's a good header from the center back. Maddie Mlerick. Kate Fries. Keena. Good defensive play. Now here come the Satellites. A little shove, and he's going to call the foul on who?
On Marion. Oh, nope.
I was going to say, the push.
He pointed originally the other way.
He did, but the push did come from the player from the Satellites. So when he pointed that way, I was kind of like, what was the other player supposed to do? Just not get pushed?
Is true.
If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, whether you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. I mean, you really can't subscribe on Twitter, but you have to go over to YouTube to subscribe. You can like us on Twitter and love us and share this with your friends and your family. Salkowski over the top, and Karakoza picks it up.
Just under 4 minutes to play here in this first half. Marion Mustangs leading 1-0.
Good work here by the Satellites. See if they can find a way to keep it down there.
Not enough sustained pressure from Regina to force Marion to have to be working hard defensively. Everything they've been working towards today has been going forward, pressing, and going on the attacking third. And much like we saw in the first game from Liggett, unable to keep possession, unable to force the other team to have to defend. And it's very much the same here in what we're seeing from Regina, just unable to connect the ball, unable to keep possession. Too much time for Marion on the ball in creating opportunities, and you've seen how dangerous they can be in and around goal. Out of bounds here for a deep throw in on the far side for the Mustangs. Out of touch to Regina.
So just under 2 minutes to go now here in this first half. Watching Catholic League finals here on this Saturday afternoon. Steve Best, John Turner here on the call. Sam Fish on camera, and Jake Hernandez on audio. Game 2 of 2. This is ball. Out comes Karakoza. Kenna there for the Mustangs. His door puts us one back far post. Well, goal scorer and Katu is right there. And now a shot from Dower. Cut back. That's Katu. She fires one. Save. A diving save to her right by Sabrina Karakoza. And this game continues to be 1-0 in favor of the Mustangs.
Yeah, big save there from Karakoza as point-blank shot. She's able to keep out of the back of the net. Corner kick coming here for Marion.
All played in off that near post. And so we're under a minute, 45 seconds. 40 seconds to go here. At halftime, we'll step aside, come back, bring you second half action. And that will do it for this first half. Steve, what are your thoughts?
Well-earned lead for the Mustangs of Marion, who were on the front foot on the attack in most of that first half, creating the opportunities. But, much the same as it was in that first game. Still, 40 minutes to play and a lot left here for Regina, who still find themselves in this match just down a goal. Well, they need one opportunity to get right back in it. So still a lot to play for in this second 40 minutes.
That it is. It's 1-0 here at the half. Marion, off that 10th minute goal from Audrey Katu, has a 1-0 lead. You're watching the Catholic League Championships live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. We'll be back after this. you looking to grow here in 2023? Let the Michigan Soccer Network help you and your restaurant fill more seats. Help you and your law firm get new clients. Help you and your dental practice find more patients. Find more roofing customers for this upcoming summer. And to help you and your medical practice find new patients. To learn more or get started, visit MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan. Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75. Thank you for stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network. To not miss out on any of the action, all you have to do is simply hit the subscribe button, and that way you're notified every time we bring new content or go live. Thanks for stopping by. Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Their first uniform, their first number, their first teammate, their first goal, their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Hey, give me some of it. Okay, all right, I'm going. The Journey, the Tilton girls, take one.
My favorite moments ever as a father was the moment she made the A-team.
They would always push me and my friends as well.
Their authenticity and integrity that they were able to do everything with.
I still struggle with a little bit, just like the confidence, like knowing that I'm in a different environment.
Could not be more proud of you, Justice, and of you, Remini.
It's gonna be a roast here.
No, it's not a roast.
Ocean, and it was hard. Don't tell anybody that.
And action.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75. Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan. Thank you for stopping by the Michigan Soccer Network. To not miss out on any of the action, all you have to do is simply hit the subscribe button, and that way you're notified every time we bring new content or go live. Thanks for stopping by. Don't just burn calories, torch those little suckers. Base Camp Fitness Troy, opening up this March, will help you get maximum results in half the time. Our intensity intervals of cardio and strength training will supercharge your calorie burn, all in just 35 minutes. Make sure to lock in our founders rate and claim your 2-week risk-free trial by scanning the QR code on your screen. Base Camp Fitness Troy, located at 443 East Big Beaver Road in Troy, Michigan.
Clubs love Ollie because it helps them manage their club and accelerate the development of their coaches and players. Every soccer club talks about their focus on development, but nobody actually measures it until now. We've developed the capability for every one of your teams to easily capture pro-level game stats in real time using a mobile phone. It's one thing at the end of the day to look up the results for your club, but how valuable would it be for directors to actually see how each team played? How well did a team possess the ball and control the game? How well did they create dangerous chances inside the box? How did your top players perform? And how is each coach improving from week to week? Ollie
Bishop Foley High School. It's the half, 1-0 here in favor of Marion. And we're excited to bring you the second half. Steve Best, John Turner, as we're just a few moments away here from the start of the second half, Steve.
And we're going to see what type of adjustments were made. Regina really going to have to try to make some changes here to regain possession, really try to press the attack forward and find an equalizer and find their way back into this game, where Marion will look to continue much of the same and keep driving forward and pressing their attack and try to find that second goal.
So we're back underway with the second half. Marion in the lead with that 10th-minute goal from Audrey Coutu. Regina coming into this game 9-6-2 overall. They played Marion back on May 9th, lost 1-0, so we're in familiar territory.
Yeah, and obviously familiar territory, knowing that they've played this team before and understanding what it's going to take. Unable to crack that back line and find a goal in the first matchup, and they'll need to find one here if they're going to keep on playing beyond this second half. But that familiarity of playing an opponent, sometimes it can work for you and sometimes against you, knowing that it's been a struggle. And Marion probably wishes they could find a second or third here and not have to worry as much as this second half goes on.
Saccio. Coutu over the top. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Caracosa.
Good turn there from Kate Booms. Just unable to find a teammate there, as Marion now will look to counter.
All just given away. Good defensive work there from Kate Booms. But what we've seen most of this game, the Mustangs get it back, and back under pressure is that back line of the Satellites.
We saw this in game one, John, and starting to see it here as well. Too many times, even when Regina needs to make a clearance, just knocking the ball out of bounds instead of trying to maybe get that ball up and downfield, just to try to eliminate some of that pressure. Too many times, just if you knock the ball out of bounds and just concede the throw-in right away, instead of trying to at least play it down the field in some manner, just giving Marion too much room in the attacking third and the ability to be right in on goal after putting the ball right back into play. So Regina's going to have to try to step those lines and relieve some pressure, because right now just too much sitting back on their heels and having to defend as Marion just comes straight at them.
Hits off Coutu. Good win back, and Caracosa comes over to pick it up and rolls it right out quickly here to Orsini.
Just a poor delivery there from the goalkeeper. Really tough for your defender to have to control that. When you try to roll it out and the ball is bouncing at your defender, who's now going to be under pressure. Just got to get that ball onto the turf so it's easier to control. But goalkeeper not doing her defender any favors by delivering such a hard ball to handle.
Good cut back. Knocked out. Plays it back to Freeze. Flynn for the Mustangs. Ball still down here is now Masaccio.
Knocked away and a throw in for Regina here on the near side at midfield. She stepped onto the field there with her back foot. Turnover, throw in coming for the Mustangs.
Good settle by Babowski. She cuts it back. And now here comes the Satellites. Out wide. Now Sokol still take a shot that goes just wide of that near post. It's the best opportunity they've had in this game coming here in the 46th minute.
Yeah, nice little counterattack. And Sokol ends up with the shot. Just unable to find the target there, but encouraging for Regina. Going to have to take these moments and these counter opportunities and really try to capitalize them if they're going to have any chance here. Get back into this match with just under 34 minutes to play.
All cleared up here over towards Sokol. She tries to track it down. That's going to go out for a corner. That was last touch there by Olivia Zachnow.
Set piece coming here for Regina. First corner of the game.
Brought in by Morcini. Ooh, a good head off the post, but did not go in. I don't even know how that even went off the post. The way her head was facing, Steve, I don't know how that made it on frame at all.
It was a good snap header. May have taken a deflection off another player off the goal, but a good snap header off that set piece corner does come off the post. Best chance of the game coming here for Regina is they've started to kind of get their foot into this game just a little bit as we're in this opening 10 minutes of this second half, and Regina coming to life a little bit, but got to be careful here if they get caught because Marion's a team that can pounce quickly, a team that can score in bunches like we mentioned before, and if you get caught too forward without your awareness defensively, in your attempts to tie this game up, you may fall down 2-3-0 very quickly.
It's so true as this ball played up towards Babowski. So throwing on the far side for the Mustangs. The Mustangs in the all-blue kits going right to left now in this second half, and Satellites in the white and blue kits going left to right. All played far post. Tracking it down. Good work from Carricosa as Caroline Flynn was right there and put it right back in the mix. Carricosa, and now the rebound. And now cleared out away. Well done. Two big plays there from Carricosa.
Yeah, and I think it's actually well done. Carricosa will collect this one. Good decision there from the referee to not call any kind of contact foul there, as both the attacker and the goalkeeper had the right for that ball. Neither, really made contact with each other as far as any kind of foul. Just made an effort towards the ball, and the ball came loose. But I thought that was a good decision for no call to be made there. A lot of times, just because a goalkeeper fumbles the ball or contact is made, sometimes too often we see referees blow the whistle just out of instinct to assume that there was some kind of foul. But thought that was good, but a good play from Carricosa, strong defensively here, keeping this just a 1-0 game.
Oh, look at this. Opportunity, far post, and that's going to go in the back of the net. And that was Sokol, Sabrina Sokol, giving Regina a goal here to tie this one up in the 50th minute.
We talked about it many times today included, John. Sometimes you don't need the possession. You just need a little bit of belief and opportunity, and Regina has woken up here in this second half. And this time Sabrina Sokol is able to come across a loose ball, busts into the left side of the net, able to put one past the goalkeeper and tie this game up at 1 apiece.
So now it's 1-1. As we had mentioned, these two teams had played each other a while back on the 9th of May. Regina lost in that first matchup, and they tied 0-0 back on April 20th. So both these teams have seen each other. So now this one stays on and cleared away.
Big mentally for Regina, just to know they can, find a way to get a goal.
A good another punch out by Kirakoza. Now Dorr, that one's blocked.
She was definitely looking to go to goal there. Goalkeeper out. We've got still 30 minutes to go, but tempers are flaring here. The temperature of this game has risen. Free kick coming here for Marion as a foul being called on Regina. You can feel the atmosphere changing a little bit here in the crowd and definitely on the pitch as every ball that's challenged for, every opportunity on goal, the heightened intensity of potentially being a game-winning or game-changing opportunity. Free kick here coming for the Mustangs.
This is Katu standing over this one. Scored the first goal in the 10th minute, and she'll take this one. It's a well-struck ball that goes just wide.
Yeah, really good opportunity there. Just 30 yards out or so, and she's unable to put that shot onto frame as she struck it well, but unable to find the frame and out for a goal kick.
Something we've been able to do here, Steve, today, which we haven't really done a lot during this season, is update scores on Twitter during the game. Not too bad, right? Multitasking at its finest. That's why sometimes I'm quiet as I'm typing. It's a 1-1 game. Goal in the 10th minute, Madra Katu, and a goal in the 50th minute from Sabrina Sokol. And this game's all tied up. Is now this ball play. This is Maracini. Drops it back for Pawlowski, and so now there's the whistle. So 27 minutes to play, a 1-1 game. This ball played in towards that far post, and that was Flynn that knocked it up towards Masuccio. The goal scorer Sokol brings it down. Got pressure at her back. Good work in that battle. Keeps possession for the Satellites. Oh, that ball. Lowski. Maracini puts it down towards the near post. This one knocks out. You know, Steve, we talk about this quite a bit. We talked about it in game number 1. You had Cranbrook just all over, when you say all over Liggett, possession-wise for most of that game. They came away with a 1-0 win. But we saw the transitional play where, the Knights in those moments could be very dangerous and scored one but called back. here you have a game where, again, throughout most of this game, Marion's been well in command of this one. And now here, a counterattack, transitional play. It's a 1-1 game, and now you're seeing this pressure now coming from, from the Satellites after, hey, they got that, they got some confidence after that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think much difference, between maybe these two games where a team like Liggett was really dependent so much this season on their, strong forward attacker, Olivia Thomas, who wasn't present today. So the team has to try to adjust, figure out how to attack, how to score goals without her. And I think they struggled to kind of find that identity. Regina coming in at pretty much full strength, right? Not missing any key player at the moment. So, they're playing well. And yes, they struggled early in this game to kind of find a foothold and kind of find their groove into this game. But they've created some opportunities. They've created some chances. The goal gives them belief. Now it's a 1-1 game and, anything and all to play for. And now they've started to kind of create some chances on their own and trying to look to find that go-ahead goal. And, gives the team a little bit more belief. But they've stuck to what's worked, I'm sure, all season. Just continuing to fight, continuing to battle. And they're really frustrating, the Mustangs here at times.
That they are. Is now Sashio. Kenna finds Katu. Katu now from distance, blocked. Right to Flynn. Oh, and Flynn will go down. No foul.
Yeah, I'm not sure that really that contact there really would have warranted much, if anything, of a penalty. She looked like she was making a play for the ball, but looked more incidental contact and feet getting tangled than any kind of.
It was a foul, Steve.
Deliberate foul.
It was a PK. It was a foul. It should have been called. This game should be over.
That was a lot of time before, even if it was converted, John. This one will be cleared out from goalkeeper Danny Mertz.
A clear foul.
I'm sure Marion coach Reed Friedrichs will agree with you.
And it places into Katu. Well, this will fall.
Nah,
they want the hand. They're not going to get that one there.
No, not whether it played her arm or not. It was in the frame of her body, not making herself bigger, and the distance there between the shot and the ball hitting her hand was, less than 2 yards. So, no chance there. Definitely the right call to not award anything there off that chance.
Kirakosa comes up with it.
She is getting awfully close to the top of that box there a couple times, though. She may have to watch herself. I know sometimes with all the different colored lines out there, it's easy for sometimes the goalkeepers to get distracted, pick up a ball, and walk straight out of the box. I've had it happen a couple times as a referee, John. You'd be surprised how many times a goalkeeper will pick it up and begin to just walk right out of the box just because they're unaware of where those lines are.
Well, and Steve, I as an AR, I would and as a center official, we'd have that conversation. Hey, if a goalkeeper gets close to, when they are punting that ball, they're getting close to it. Your job as the assistant referee on that far side, or on this near side as well, to each goalkeeper is say, hey, watch that line, goalkeeper, as this ball's played in.
It's one thing when they're getting close on a punt and they're dropping it and they're getting real close, but I mean she's walking straight up to it, John. Where there's a couple times, I mean, if she's not paying attention, or takes another step, she's just going to walk right out without even attempting to get a punt.
Well, and again, that's where it's one of those things too, where like I said, as an assistant referee, as part of one of your roles is like, hey, keeper, hey, watch that line. At least give them sometimes they need that mental reminder. Hey, 100%. Watch that line, and hopefully that's happening with the assistant referee on that far side.
I mean, if the communication can be heard, sometimes with the distance and things going on, sometimes you can make an effort as an assistant to try to give information, and you don't get the attention of the player. But yeah, in this type of situation, not the type of mistake you'd want to make. But she's been getting awfully close to that top of the box there, and just not really her distribution in punts, but more or less just sometimes with her possession of the ball and walking it up to the top of the penalty area there.
Saw Dower take one to the face. Now Dorr will bring this down for the Mustangs. Good ball into Katu. Ball over the top. Kazarich. So 21 minutes to go. Almost halfway through this second half. 1-1 is the score. Lights are on here at Bishop Foley. Cloudy. Not partly cloudy, a fully cloudy day. We have seen some sun come through here and there. Marion been in the state finals like 5 times in the last 6 years. The only time they didn't go was during the pandemic when they canceled the season. They were there last year. They lost in that game in the final, and the year before that they won it. They won it 4 consecutive years in a row, again, aside from the pandemic in 2021, in 19, 18, and 17. They have a long, storied history of winning Division II state finals here in Michigan.
It's a great turn there from Grady Freeze. Great body positioning, able to win that ball back.
Stenger puts this one in, looking for Katu, but right to Kirakoza.
Just a little too close to the goalkeeper there. Good idea from the Mustangs on that quick counter there to get that ball across. Started with a good defensive win, though, from defender Katie Freeze.
So flag goes up and on a touch on that far side as we now have officially eclipsed the halfway mark of this second half. Reminder tonight at 7:30 we have Flint City FC versus Detroit City FC. Is all kept on for the time being. Kickoff at 7:30. Pregame coverage beginning at 7 p.m. Tomorrow night, we're out at the Hawks Elite. Hawks, Michigan Hawks and their elite semi-professional team, UWS, taking on their match tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And then on Monday, we're out at Romeo's at Welcome and Eisenhower, Steve. So we'll be out, another game here. So 2 more games after tonight. I think we'll take a nap for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. What are your thoughts?
You and your naps.
Hey, naps are important, man. They're the best part of the day. Can't say otherwise. This ball cleared up here towards this near side, and not touch it'll go. We need someone to step up here, Steve. Somebody. Just someone to step up. I almost like now this is what we used to say, like, now, John, no one's going to score. And then that way it's like commentary curse. You got to kind of.
The one time I get it right. You can't reverse psychology it sometimes.
That just stinks. Both these teams fighting hard. If this game were to conclude in a tie, we have to have a winner today. So it'll be 2 10-minute golden goal overtime periods, followed by kicks from the penalty spot. Or as they say in Texas, a shootout. Right? Or for the longest time, they called it a shootout. There's actually a lot of different names from kicks in the penalty spot, penalty shootout. I mean, whatever else have we ever heard for penalty kicks, penalties. A lot of different ways to say a shootout. Ball put in the box. Good head and to Kenna, and now Dorr.
Throw in here on the far side for the Mustangs. Out of bounds now to Regina. They will make a substitution as we approach the last 15 minutes of this second half. Here in the Bishop Championship between the Mustangs of Marion and the Satellites of Regina. 15 minutes to find a winner, John.
That it is Paul Bobowski. Oh, that's a good defensive play. Stop that promising attack. I believe that was Masaccio that made that play, but I apologize, number 19, Lee Robinson. But the way she poked that one away, because Bobowski was making her way up the field, Steve.
Yeah, she was in, didn't have any defenders between her. She would have been in on goal.
You know, every year you got a team like Marion that is always in the conversation for winning state titles, right? It's something that's been that way, synonymous for many, many years for them. You're getting a lot of good players come through the program. But how does, as a coach, you know, Steve, or you think about this, how does a program like that continue to keep players motivated? You know what I mean? Because, you know, you got players who come in as a freshman that win it, right? You have a team that's been to the state finals like every year that they've been in this part of this team.
It's easy to motivate when you don't want to be the team that breaks that streak. You know, it's easy to motivate when you constantly crave that winning feeling and wanting to win state titles, and understanding the level and the standard in which they have set there at the school. And, you know, started with Coach Barry Brodsky and, you know, taken over here by Reed Friedrichs and continuing that excellence.
Good ball movement right here.
But, you know, I think it's pretty easy. I think
Stenger will take a shot, and Kira Kosa comes up with it.
Motivating by winning is pretty easy, and it's one of those things that, you know, you only get 4 chances in high school, right? You know, some of these girls only 3 maybe with the pandemic and such, but you only get a few opportunities, and so you got to make the most of them. And I think you know, that drive and success, you know, on wanting to create your own legacy and leave your mark, and just add to that list of teams that have been so successful becomes pretty easy to sway and convince these girls to keep working hard and to try to keep winning.
Falling toward Bobowski, but Robinson will watch this as Danny Mertz picks it up. 12 minutes ago here in this second half. 1-1 is the score. Sashio now running on to this one. Cleared away. Out of danger from Malernik.
Thought I had to find another Popchitsky.
Oh.
I was looking at the roster like, what do you want here? Corner kick coming here for the Mustangs. They're 6th of the game, first of the second half. Just over 11 minutes to play in this second half. 1-1 game here in this Bishop Championship.
Katu will take this kick. Ball comes in. Oh, a head on that. A good clean head from Flynn. Unable to get that on frame.
Yeah, I'm unsure if she was trying to maybe play it back across the face of goal.
Katu cuts it back. Katu fires, and she finds the back of the net.
70-minute finish from Katu, her second of the game. Gives the Mustangs a 2-1 advantage here with just over 10 minutes to play. And the Mustangs regain the lead. Still plenty of time left here for Regina. But the Mustangs have now put themselves back in control. Regain the lead, leading 2-1 here in the Bishop Championship game. It's a great individual effort there from Katu. She was able to collect the ball back, cut back, pass the defender, have the patience, awareness, and then a great finish to restore that lead, 1-goal lead here for the Mustangs. Not over yet, John.
I agree.
Still plenty of time to go. As
10 minutes to go. Oh, a little shove in the back there. There's still plenty of time. You're right. This game is far from over.
Regina was just starting to really get back into this game a little bit in this second half. It got that tying goal. It found ways to create some opportunities and talked about it. You know, put your head down for 1 second and Marion can capitalize, and they're able to do so off the corner kick and eventual play there right after.
Ball now cleared out of danger. Booms puts this one up towards top of the 18. That's a shot that will go wide. So now for both these teams' coaches, now it's about what can you do from a coaching standpoint to, one, solidify a win or, get an equalizer to take this game into overtime. Again, both these teams have seen each other. This is their third matchup of the season. Katu puts this one up. It kind of bounces up. Sandowich plays this one up towards Bobowski. Steve, you ever eat at Mission Barbecue?
I have.
What are your thoughts?
It's okay.
If you had a barbecue place, where would you go? Is there like a...
Bad Brad's is
okay.
Probably one of my local faves.
Now, that's more here on the east side. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything on the west side.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
They actually opened one in Livonia.
Well, then there you go. It's just pull over the top from Misaccio. Can she get there? Good defensive play.
Their famous 3-2-1 sauce is phenomenal.
Okay. I don't mind Bad Brad's. I mean, I've eaten there quite a bit.
I'm a big Slows fan. I'm a big. I will try anything. Red Smoke in Detroit, also another really good barbecue spot.
So you have brisket, or what is your ribs?
I just made pulled pork yesterday at home. I was going to bring you some, but we didn't. I didn't think there was going to be a good way to keep that fresh here today.
Okay. But, do you have a smoker?
No, just slow cooker.
Okay.
A little pork tenderloin.
Well, half volley. Grabowski right there on the ball. She'll take a shot, and man, she had a good look too. Wide open, like the seas parted, and she had a good look there. Just couldn't get enough on it
to test the goalkeeper. No, I do. I love pulled pork. I'm more of a ribs fan. Ribs or brisket, but it's brisket's got to be done right. Too many times it can be a little dry and not done right. But ribs are probably my go-to. Pulled pork second.
Okay. I like the sauce.
But if the brisket's done right, phenomenal.
Lean, right? You like a lean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little smoke ring, little
Yep.
little mac and cheese.
I like barbecue. I like turkey. I like a nice lean turkey. I also brisket and the sausage and cheddar, like the sausage jalapeno cheddar sausages are fantastic. Yeah, they're so good. So good. Got some space here on this near side.
Got to find the feet there of Morosini. She's making this run here up this right side. That'll be cleared away, and the Mustangs now at this moment in the game kind of realize that this is a fight against the clock at this point. If they can just find ways to clear the ball, find ways to keep Regina out of their half, they can lock this thing up. Don't need to find another goal at this point. It's just now defensively lock in and make sure that nothing gets over their heads or past their back line.
So we are now at 5 minutes remaining here in this half and in this game.
Won't see any rush from the Mustangs to get this back into play, I'm sure.
Well, and this is where the experience of these teams, these players, they've been in these positions before, winning games.
I see, that's smart right there. Just going to the corner, easily could have drove the end line there, but she understands at this point that goal's not going to do a whole lot, right? It's best to waste this time, let that time tick off. You're now going to get a foul and a free kick here. It's going to take even more time off the clock. That's just a smart play from Marion. A lot of people will look at it, why does she not drive the end line there, go to goal? But at this point with the lead, the goal is really, if anything, just going to be a turnover and a quick counter potential for Regina, where now it's a throw-in on the far side and another 30, 40 seconds tick off that clock for Marion.
And there she goes once again right there in the corner. That's that senior experience. Oh.
Smartly done again.
She cuts it back.
Yeah, and that's just really smart play there. Just understanding that the situation, understanding the clock, understanding the scoreboard, and not enough high school players do that. And credit to Coach Friedrichs and the leadership here is they're going to try to keep this one in as well. As that's going to be a corner. At least I think they're going to call a foul here first. But again, a free kick 100+ yards away from the goal they need to score at. Marion will be fine with Regina taking that free kick as more time ticks off this clock. Just over 3 minutes to play in this second half. The Mustangs of Marion High School leading Regina 2-1 here in the Bishop Championship game.
It's hard to say. It's hard to spit out. I know this. Getting ever closer. 3 minutes now to go.
Great work there from Bella Musacchio, excuse me. That one's going to go out for a throw-in on the far side. Lifted her back foot. Foul throw coming now for Marion.
It's that time, that clock. Biggest enemy.
Not the time to have a poor foul throw in there. And sub coming here for the Mustangs.
We're going to stop the clock.
As the high school rule. Team leading, under 5 minutes to go, making a substitution. Whether they are subbing by themselves or solo, the clock, or with the other team, the clock does stop. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. That ball is not in the penalty area, in the goal area. Every second crucial here for Regina. Can't afford to be wasting these precious seconds. Good work there from Katie Freeze just to get it up and out. Doesn't have to be pretty at this point. 90 seconds to go.
Again, just another ball. And if you notice, they're not playing it up. They're playing out wide, right? And a lot of teams they don't care where they put it. They put it up towards the goalkeeper. Keep it away from the goalkeeper. Yep. And that's what they're doing. It's smart play. Again, it's the experienced team that's been here before.
Playing those balls in the channels, just forcing, where the goalkeeper can't come get it. And that's exactly right, John. They're smartly wasting away this clock by just playing the ball into areas where Regina is going to be tough to get and tough to get it back out and counterattack. They're under a minute to play.
Another good game we've seen here this afternoon. That first game with the Cranbrook Cranes winning 1-0 over University Liggett Knights in that Cardinal Championship, and now it's a 2-1 game here in favor of Marion over Regina.
20 seconds to play. Just got to see this out, and the Mustangs will be crowned Bishop Championship champions here in the Catholic League. A fine game. Regina put up quite the effort, battling back to tie this thing up.
And there you have it, your 2023 CHSL Bishop champions, the Marion Mustangs, winning 2-1 here on this Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, well-fought game, and Regina's nothing to hang your head about. They battled hard, and they're going to be on a good state run and a team battle-tested. That's for certain. They know they won't have to see Marion anymore as they're in different divisions, so they won't have to worry about them. But they know they're tested. They're ready to go for that state run. Obviously disappointing here to come up just a goal short, but something to be proud of in the way they battled back and the way they were able to fight, and knowing that they can play with any team in the state. And to Marion, just able to overcome that adversity, battle back after conceding the lead and finding a go-ahead goal to get the winner and come out at top tonight.
That they did. Your final score here, 2-1 in favor of Marion. We're going to dip out as we get ready for game number 3 here today. We're heading all the way to Flint.
Off to Flint.
Off to Flint we will go. So, but hey, what a well fought match for both these sides. Both of these teams getting ready for their playoff run here, starting next week as round 1 begins here next Wednesday, and with the rest of the playoffs taking place after Memorial Day weekend. For all of us here on the Michigan Soccer Network, Sam Fisher on camera, Jake Hernandez on audio, Steve Best, my color commentator. I'm Jonathan Turner. And as we always say here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we'll see you next time for more soccer.